good afternoon. Carrying on with my little private stitchy thing. That's the first page. I've done 2 sides now, so I just want to show you. I think I'm going to link them with these rings, but I might do fabric. Not sure yet. Let's see how it goes. What is that on there? Yellow paint. Right, so I still haven't made those yet, but we'll wait for that. This is how the other one ended up. Let me give you a bit of a close-up. As you can see, I added loads and loads of little felt circles. Yeah, and just sort of Sue Spargo-esqued them. Did the woven running stitch again and there as well, but this was with a thicker thread, obviously you can probably tell that, and again that's woven running stitch. I added a little Chinese, I don't think that was on there last time, little Chinese coin there, and just played around with some stitches, bit of buttonhole stitch, lazy daisy, just very simple stab stitching there. That was buttonhole stitch, but you know, all sort of elongated legs. That was lazy daisy, little random bit of chain stitch. I say this is all about playing for me. So giant pistol stitches, yeah, some weird thing there that I don't even know what that was meant to be. Yeah, I messed up those two. They kind of meant to be lazy daisies, but they didn't quite work. Yeah, a little bit of weaving I did there in between that one. Yeah, so and this is kind of what this is for me. It's all about exploring the stitch and what you can do with it, and just, you know, a couple of stitches on that one, really nothing sort of major. So that's yeah, so that's page 1. So, and I will get those printed, although I've got a blooming laser printer now. I'm not sure if it'll work. I got it for free. I'll tell you about it in a second. So my next page, I've got this bit of, it was the edge of a doily type thing, really. So it's been in my stash forever. And this, if you watched the Roxy project, where I used the paler one in the background here, that video's coming up, by the way. Yeah, I put the darker one on here, but on that Roxy one I did a koi fish, and I think I want to do another one. Oh, and where's it gone? There was a dragonfly here. Ah, there it is. So I'm going to colour this fella. It's a wooden one, little wooden dragonfly. I'm going to colour him in probably permanent markers and put him on here, but I really fancy doing a koi coming out here. Here we go. How are you all anyway? You all right? It's now I did a picture of a koi. What did I do with it? That's gone walkies. Great, that's really helpful. Oh god. Oh well, we'll see what we can do. I've got my aqua trick marker and I've got a wet wipe ready because this could all go wrong. So what I want to do is, sorry, I might jiggle you for a second. I've got the phone plugged in to charge, but I need to move. Let's be that way a bit. There we are. Right, okay. So I don't know if this is going to show up actually. I forgot this is much darker, this one, isn't it? Okay, so I don't know how big I want to do this fish. Let's do him. I'm going to turn this way. Apologies if that confuses the life out of you. Well, one thing I learned on that Roxy one was to do it quite serpentine. So he needs to be slightly fatter at the top and thinner there. I don't even know if you can see this. About there. And then we'll have the tail here and here. On the little ones I did lazy daisies, so that worked really well, although I'm not going to get away with it here. And they've got quite short stumpy little pectoral fins, front fins. Let me see if I can get that up close for you. You can just see him in there. All right, I can see him, so I apologise if you can't. as I say, once he's stitched, he should show up. He's a little bit small, but he'll do. I had visions of doing a big one, but I thought, no, maybe not. So I'm going to use this variegated thread. It is an anchor one. It does come out really nice because it's the right colours, basically. Sort of going to be my version of a koi. Anyway, I'm going to satin stitch him. Him. It might be a him, it might be a her, I don't know. But I have learnt from Sarah Humphrey that the best way to get a good satin stitch is to do a back stitch outline. So I'm going to bore you to tears with that. I won't put you on fast forward because I'm not sure that everybody likes it. I know the lovely Erica said don't worry about me, but she doesn't like it. But I want everybody to enjoy this. I don't want it just to be, you know, I've just done the 3K giveaway, so if you put a comment in on that video, then go and check out the winning one. Although I did mess it up. I didn't know you had to be premium to be able to use a word finder on it. Oh, it's just too complicated sometimes. You know, when you like want life to be easy, why is it getting so dark in here all of a sudden? It's going to chuck it down with rain. You know, you want life to be easy, and then, you know, this computer stuff just throws you a curveball. Slightly annoying, never mind. I'm actually losing my line. Once it's outlined, it won't be a problem though. So, went for a lovely walk this morning. First thing, it was bright and early. I'm going to have to put my daylight bulb up. I can't see a blooming thing. Yeah, it was lovely. I know I say in the video, if you've watched it, I don't know, you know, that the smell of those bluebells was, oh, absolutely stunning. If only cameras could smell, it'd be marvellous. Now, what's going on here? I've lost my line. I think it comes down here. It's quite a good pen, this. Quite impressed with it. It's an Aqua Trick Marker by Prim. Again, it's one that Sarah Humphrey uses. So Humphrey, I should say. The queen of stitching, as far as I'm concerned. I wish. Still, if it's what you do, if it's your job, which I think it is for her, it's a different thing, isn't it? So yes, as I was saying, went for a nice, very nice walk. It was just amazing, peaceful, just listening to the river. Beautiful. Very lucky to live on the edge of Dartmoor. We're not far from it at all. I think I'll do the tails separately. I just want to focus on the body for this video. Let's get his body in, and then we can do something fanchy with his tail later on. I have been naughty and ordered some stuff from Bazaar, the shopping enabled by Annie Claxton. It's the recycled sari fabric and that, so we'll have a look at that and I'll let you know if I think. I've seen quite a few unboxings of other people's, so I think I'm going to love it because it's going to be pretty and shiny. So I don't know if they ship out of the country. I don't know. I didn't check their website for that, so I'll give you all the details when it arrives. We got a bank holiday here this Monday, so I don't know when it'll be here, but I will show you, of course. Oh, and some more variegated threads. And what else? Oh, yeah, I want to do some more lino cutting. Michelle at the Creative Cove has got me wanting to do that again, so yeah, I ordered some of that. Actually, the cheapest place I found it was strange. It was on Etsy, and it was a UK seller, thankfully. So, although the postage wasn't cheap, it wasn't as crazy as it could have been, shall we say? So, right, so that's his little body. We got the light colour here. Right, I'm just going to start satin stitching. Come here. So just slightly go outside that line that I've just done. I'm going to turn him that way. Sorry if I keep twisting and turning it, but needs must. You do, I was going to say you waste, but you're not wasting, but it does use a lot of thread doing this satin stitch. That's too low down. I'm not the best at this, so I'll go back and fill in bits if I need to, like now. Why did you go up there? Anyway, are you all playing along? Are you all doing one? I hope so. I'll say this is just playtime for me. And, you know, just grab all those weird random bits that you keep thinking, oh, I'll save that for such and such. Get them out. Start creating. Because this is one of those things that practice seriously makes perfect. So that's annoying. I don't know why that's done that. Okay, well, I'll keep going. We can always fill in. I've not got the best light here. I might have to. I've got a lot of shadows. Let me put my big light on because I'm struggling. Might be about to absolutely chuck it down with rain. Let me see what it's like for you guys. It's alright for you. Okay. It's a little bit better. I've got some major shadows going on. I can't see what I'm doing. Trying to get it as close as possible and as neat as possible. I missed the stitch there. I'm going to have to take that out because that's going to annoy me. You just got to literally go one or two threads over. Not too worried about there because I want to go in with a bit of black anyway to give them a little bit of a black face. I suppose really I should be doing this in a hoop and it'll keep the fabric flat then, but I'm not, so that's that. Oh, you're the wrong one. We'll get going in a minute, hold on. Oh. Now you could, if you want to, you know, go true to shape, you could put in some patches. I might do that actually, because I think that would look better, wouldn't it? So I've got his centre spine here. Again, I don't know if you can see it. So what I'm going to do is just block out some patches. Might as well make it look slightly lifelike. and we'll come here with another patch, and maybe a smaller one here. So I'll have to angle this around. I suppose sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. I suppose I ought to do one side and then the other, because that would actually give him a spine shape then, wouldn't it? See, it's all about learning. Don't do as I do. Okay. We'll take this out and we'll start again, because I wasn't that happy with it anyway. And it's all part of the learning curve, to realise your mistakes. Come out. And correct them, which is about what I'm about to do. And I wasn't happy with that one anyway. Right. I don't know, are you seeing the... I don't think you are. So I've just drawn in those patches there. Can you see them? Yeah. And what I'm thinking is if I do this side down to there and then sort of there, I think the stitching will give him a natural spine. It just occurred to me as I was stitching that, because I thought, oh, I'll put a spine on after, and I thought, oh no, if you just stitch one side, then it will give you a natural look of a spine anyway. So let's start again, and let me think. I'm going too literal. I was thinking I need to start flat anyway, but because his face wouldn't have, we're just doing this. I'm being ridiculously fussy. Just need to get it in there, just there. Just getting that spacing right. I think Sarah says it's literally one thread over. It's cat hair. Ay, ay, ay. I'll just do a couple more stitches and then I'll pause you and fill this in, and we'll get down to that bottom bit there. Or I'll get close to where that patch is and then I'll stop, and then I'll sort of show you how I'm going to work around that. In fact, I'll do that now, and then I can take my time and not rush, and you get to have a better experience. I won't be long. Right, I had to redraw the lines. They kept disappearing on me. I'm going to have to stop in a minute because the light is just, even with all the lights on in here, I am struggling to see. Not for embroidery. Sewing, yes, like on a machine, no problem, but this, I need it to be quite close. So I'm just coming up to his first patch. I just sat here thinking, I don't know what colour to do his patches actually. I had to put on more thread in case you're wondering. I did run out of the other one. I might do red. I'm pretty sure I've got a colour which is almost like the colour on Koi. I did angle the stitches just by going into the same, you know, coming out this way but staying the same that side, just to give him a little bit more. I think it's worked, just to give the shape basically. we might have to pick this one up tomorrow, guys, because it's absolutely hammering it down with rain, and that's why it went very, very dark all of a sudden. Literally 2 threads I'm picking up there. Sorry, that's my neighbour banging their door. Apologies for that. This is really good for my eyes. It makes me focus without my glasses on, because it is a muscle if you don't use it, if you don't make it work. And that's because I work on computer screens mostly. So, can you hear that rain? It's good. I'm going to have to water the garden tonight. That's all good. Sat here trying to decide what I'm going to have for my tea. I've got sausages, but I've also got minced beef, and I do like a really simple recipe where I cook the mince and put in some mushrooms and garden peas when it's all cooked, and then I stir it all into rice and just flavour it up with some bouillon powder. Oh, it is weird but wonderful. Right, this comes back up here now, so I need to get back under there. It does make a difference having that stitch around the outside. It kind of, I don't know, what does it do? I was going to say frames it, but I don't know about frames it, but it kind of gives you a nice edge, as long as you get under it, of course. Got to get so close together, otherwise you have a gap. We don't want gaps. I'm just going to finish this bit and then I'm going to call it quits for tonight. As I say, I am struggling here. Hopefully it'll be a nice day tomorrow. We'll have a bit more daylight. It is getting on in the afternoon though, I don't know. I'm not quite sure exactly what time it is. I need to make myself a clock for my room. I rarely wear a watch. I'm going back into the same one here. I'm just sort of angling it around here. To hopefully give the body a bit of movement. Yeah, I'm really glad I watched Sarah's video on how to start this, because I never realised about doing the outline. But you don't know until you learn. This is such a lovely variegated thread, this one. I need to get another one of these as well, because I didn't realise, although there's still quite a bit on there actually. I've used this quite a lot recently. You go through phases, don't you? I do anyway. Suddenly using all your supplies and then not. Too far away. Needs to go in there. Yeah, I'm going to carry on with this tomorrow, guys, because I'll check how long the video is. I might make a part 2. Well, I probably will make a part 2. What I might do is crack on and get the other half of the body done, and then just come back and do the patches with you. But that's looking quite good so far. Yeah, so once his patch is filled in there, it'll be alright, won't it? And we'll get his, I was going to say his wings. No, they're not wings, are they? They're fins. And then his tail. Don't know what to do with the tail, actually. It needs to be a different colour. It needs to be white, because they've got very, very pale fins and what have yous. And then I need to just check a picture and see if you can see their eyes on top and put in a couple of eyes. But anyway, yeah, that was a bit sort of pants really, wasn't it? I didn't do a lot. This is already blanket stitched because it's cut off of a piece of napkin tableware stuff. So I might do some sort of a random running stitch or something. I need to clean it up down here as well. There's quite a lot of the napkin there, but that's sort of gently held on with some big basting stitches, and that was a separate piece there. So we'll just pull that round to match there. Right, okay, so once that's once he's done, put the dragonfly on, stitch there. I've deliberately left this bit empty so that when I do the rings, that should be about right, yeah, and then I can back it with the next one. Don't know what the next one will be yet. I haven't got there. Yeah, that was great fun, that. I've actually put it on upside down, can you tell? When I stitched it together, I did it on the machine, by the way. Yeah, I realised my little tree's upside down. It's supposed to be that way. Oh well. Does it matter? Well, do you know, I can turn it. That would have to be first page, and that can be second page. It doesn't matter, does it? I'm waffling. I'm running out of daylight, and I will see you tomorrow. We'll pick up with this one. How long's this video? 29 minutes. Right, I'll make this do for this video, and we'll catch up on the next one, and we'll do a bit more on our fish. Bye.